Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. So something that I want to discuss today is something that I think everybody's quite confused. I think a lot of people think it's done, it's dusted, it's been implemented, the work's been merged, the T's have been crossed and the I's have been dotted. There's no bugs, there's no kinks, there is absolutely zero issues. This is not quite the case. Okay, and we're going to be going over this in this video, and I think you all need to know this. You deserve to know this, because what we need to understand is everybody starts great. Okay, everybody starts great, and what I always find is you need to look for early warning signs. This is not me taking shots at anybody, or I'm just simply telling things for how it is at the moment. Now, like I said, I think everybody's jumped the gun, and I myself, I didn't vote on this for the very specific reason of it's not being merged. So I'm not going to vote on it. I simply couldn't, because of the fact that the work has not been merged. This leaves us with zero leverage. It allows them to push on to the next thing and completely forget about this whole situation where there's still actually a lot of input that needs to happen. So from my understanding, from speaking to the L1, specifically speaking to Vin, the community, who's definitely not going to do it, this is definitely going to boil down to Genuine Labs, actually need to propose through governance to have their work merged. And if that proposal is then approved, then the L1 will merge those commits from Genuine Labs. So, like I said, right, they have jumped the gun in this situation because there's still a lot of work to do. There's still issues. There's still a lot of unverified things inside the commits. There's different kinks to still iron out. And once again, the work has not been merged. So let's definitely bring up the GitHub link in question, and obviously you can all see for yourselves. Now, Genuine Labs, a little bit of a history lesson here. They all actually come from Notional Labs, which is Jacob Gadakin, as we know, the guy who swore to destroy the chain at any cost, any price. Didn't matter. Not my words, his. So for me, I'm always going to be a little bit hesitant, right? And I always pick up on early warning signs, different things. Now, Genuine Labs are actually pushing ahead, and they are proposing the identical work to the L1 for half the price. And for me, the L1 actually haven't been paid since last year. The 26th of the 6th, I believe 2023 was the last time they got a paycheck. So since that point, they've not been paid for any of the reviewing that they do, any of the merging, just looking after the repository and doing all of the different things that governance requires. All of the different decisions we make are backed up and followed through by the L1. Okay, so Genuine Labs have only just come on the scenes. Now, I've heard different things from different developers saying, you know, this is well out of their scope. But what I haven't seen is, right, these guys getting crap from Bilbo, from Rabbi, from all of those different people. And for me, this sends off warning signs, because the identical work is being proposed by them. It's identical to the L1's work they've proposed, and they're getting absolutely no grief over it. They're getting no grief for anything that they're doing on chain. Whereas you're actually seeing that happen to people like me, people like Vin, people like Strafe, people like Frag. So you have to sit there and you have to ask yourselves the right questions in these situations. I'm not saying anything. I'm just simply asking these questions, right? And I'm thinking about all of these different possibilities. But when this comes down, bite to crunch, the cookie crumbles, it's not merged, and they shouldn't have been paid yet. Okay? What needed to have happened is waited until this was all done, dusted, all of the bugs ironed out, all of the kinks merged, working, then they propose to get paid. Because this just allows them to steam ahead, okay, attempt to undercut the people that are having to go through and check their work for free, because they are having to check this, right? As we can see, we've got Straff, we've got Frag, both on there that have been reviewing this and have gone in it. Although, right, this isn't a substantial enough update to cause any serious issues, there's still a lot of interoperability with what they have produced. And with interoperability, as everybody knows, there's going to be issues. There's going to be kinks. There's definitely going to be bugs. There's definitely going to be things that need to be ironed out. That IBC hooks and stuff like that we're going to be working with technology that's consistently changing all the time. I mean, a load of things could have changed within almost 3 weeks now. We've been waiting for this to actually get proposed to governance. So I've seen a few different people like, oh, you didn't vote on this HCC. And well, yeah, of course I didn't, because I go out and I do the research and I understand that, hey, they haven't actually worked. They haven't done 100% of the work. There's still about 20% of it left to do. And like I said, right, Vin, the L1, Strafe, Frag, no one is going to propose this. Okay, this boils down to the people who are responsible for the work, being Genuine Labs, who need to now backtrack, in my opinion, get all of this crossed, all of the I's dotted, get everything done and dusted, and then they should propose to be paid. But obviously they've been paid now. We have absolutely no leverage, and this leaves us in a really crap situation where ultimately these people are interconnected with Jacob Gadakin, and as much as everybody likes to forgive and forget, I do not. Okay, I do not forget the 5 validators that shut down. Okay, I don't forget all of the people that lost the majority of their voting power because of this one guy making up a load of crap, a load of nonsense, and then spreading it out to cause as much damage as possible. Okay, I don't forget all of the people that we've lost in this journey at this point. And that's why I'm here, to ensure that you don't forget. And those who are joining the space and are new to this blockchain understand the history, okay, of all of the different things that are going on. So like I said, right, you've got all of these different discrepancies where they're not getting any heat whatsoever. Like you can put each proposal side by side. You can literally look at both of them and you can see on each one, the only difference between them is the price and the amount of BS that is on Vin's one in comparison to Genuine Labs. And to me, this scares me. This like really scares me, considering they're interconnected with Jacob and Bilbo, and we know the story, we know the history, we know how interconnected all of this is. So what I would say to everybody is, as much as this all looks really good, it's all rainbows and daisies and everybody's very happy and wanting to prove to get everybody paid, I've learned from my lessons. I'm one of the very short and small amount of people that voted no to both of the quants funding proposals because I knew it was BS. I knew they were taking us for a ride. And I wish sometimes people would listen to me, but ultimately all we can do is sort of put these things forward and hopefully people pick up on them. They go and they say to Genuine Labs and say, hey, look, you haven't had the work merge. This hasn't been done. When are you going to be proposing this? When's this going to be happening? Now, I've seen that they've been doing different. I think they've been in a space somewhere. I did offer them a podcast. They weren't interested, which I find really interesting because I've got loads of different questions that I want to ask them and really find out who these developers are, where they've come from, and how deeply they are interconnected with Jacob, and what's the situation with that. Because for me, these people are like ghosts, right? They're not KYC'd. They're not, and Straff's KYC, Vin KYC, Frag KYC, and it's like it's becoming the norm on this chain. So what I want to see is people starting to, if everybody's going to sort of tout this thing, especially with the paper job of, oh, you've really got to follow governance down to the T. Well, let's follow it down to the T then. Let's not treat one situation differently to the other. It's not good. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Other than that, folks, don't forget about the giveaway we're doing here. It's going to be going every month. As long as I'm running a validator, as long as I've got the support from the community, I'll keep this giveaway going. Just follow what's on screen there. It's as simple as that. If you've got LUNC, you can delegate with us. We are on Trust Wallet, one of the very small amount of validators that are on Trust Wallet. You've got to jump through a lot of hoops to get on there. We're also available on Station, which is the normal place to stake. If you need help learning to stake, we've got tutorials. Go and check them out in our playlist. And Autocompounding is available at HCC Factory. I'm working on something very special for specifically our delegates to be able to auto-compound your USTC and your LUNC at the same time. But I'm only going to be getting this for our auto-compounding. But folks, stay safe, stay humble, stay aware. As always, I'll catch you in the next one.